Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here. I want to share something with you, a message I received on my Patriot Prime's Facebook page. It reads as follows. Hi, I just ordered a free NAGA hat. Already bought two, but I don't want to be a monthly Patriot Prime member. Can't afford that each month. Please remove my name from monthly member. Of course, I reply back, I do Transformer reviews on YouTube. I have no hats or memberships, so I have no idea what that was, and it really got me to thinking, what is NAGA? And then it dawned on me. Each year, thousands of alligators deal with unwanted advances. Sometimes it's a simple pat on the head to an uncomfortable and uninvited reach around. We say enough is enough, and that is why we formed NAGA. Never again grope alligators. These mighty swamp lizards are harassed in their homes, golf courses, and swimming pools where they're just trying to cool off. I mean, would you like to be groped while you're swimming? Please call the number at the bottom of your screen and make a small one-time donation of $50 to this non-existent group and get a free non-existent NAGA hat. These dinosaur descendants deserve a harassment-free environment, and we say it's time to say see you later, alligator, to alligator groping. Thank you. And speaking of alligators, that brings us to our Generation 1 Transformer review, 1987's Skullcruncher. Skullcruncher first appeared in Marvel Comics in the issue number 1 of the Headmaster Limited series, where he is shown to be one of Scorponok's soldiers. He appears throughout that limited series, carries over into the original comic run, where he just is a background character featured from time to time. One good scene shows Fortress Maximus beating Scorponok with Skullcruncher. So that was pretty cool. In the animated series, Scorponok appears in season 4, which was only 3 episodes, where it is shown that once again, instead of following Decepticon leader Scorponok, he's a soldier for Galvatron. He gets zapped off to planet Nebulos, where he meets the Hive and undergoes the Headmaster treatment. And that's pretty much it for Skullcruncher in the animated show. He carries on a lot bigger role in the Japanese series, but I'm not that well versed in that. So enough of the history of the character and my fake group. Do not send money to that number. Let's take a look at 1987's Skullcruncher. And welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Skullcruncher's alt mode, of course, is that of an alligator, and I absolutely love this beast mode. Just check out the molded details on this guy. Along the back, the tail, the teeth, molded details there in the legs, and on the head. I love those details. He's got some new stickers thanks to Toy Hacks. This one right here is an extra one that I added. Paint applications right there for the alligator eyes on both sides. And that's about it for the details. Now, as far as articulation is concerned, back legs do not move. The front legs can do a complete 360 if you so choose. The mouth can also open up, but therein lies a problem. The mouth is also the cockpit for the Headmaster. This, of course, is a problem if Skullcruncher wants to attack an Autobot and chew him up. He's going to swallow his Headmaster partner Grax as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at Grax. Grax is your basic Headmaster. He looks really good. Nice sculpted details. You can see that he works out. He's got some abs. Chest vents. I did add a small Decepticon insignia on his chest. I love the gold painted face. You can even make out his nose, mouth, and eyes. Articulation for this guy. Legs can go up. He can do a seated position. Now his arms can also move up and down, but I don't fool with that on Headmasters because they're square. They really don't move without putting undue pressure on the tabs. I've seen many, many broken Headmasters. So there is Headmaster Grax. We'll go ahead and transform him into head mode. You just simply fold him up like so, and then flip this panel up, revealing Skullcruncher's face. I really wish that they gave him a painted visor, but it is what it is. It's G1. So we'll go ahead and put Grax to the side and transform Skullcruncher to robot mode. For a quick size comparison, here is G1 Skullcruncher in Gator mode, next to Generation 1 Optimus Prime. To transform Skullcruncher to robot mode, the first thing you want to do is unplug the tip of the tail, which forms a club weapon for the robot. Now what I like about this tail is it has 3 different pegs. So when you peg this in, the tail actually holds these tail halves together. Put that to the side. Next thing you're going to do is take the tail, split apart, take this whole section and flip up. These will of course form the legs, and then twist 180, forming the waist. Next thing you're going to do is take the alligator head and just fold down. Standing Skullcruncher up, you're going to move the front alligator legs forward. These form the arms. This is the tricky part, getting these hands out. You kind of want to get a thumbnail on the fist and then flip the alligator claws underneath like so, and then bend at the elbow. Mine's a little tight. This is an old toy. We'll do the same for the other side. Get that thumbnail in. If you've got a thumbnail, this one is going to fight me. All right, got it out. Gotta love the power of editing. Now let me adjust the camera accordingly. All large Headmasters have this gimmick. You flip the front panel down and you will see a tech readout. And how that works is you take the head, plug it into the body, and the readout appears. You can see that Skullcruncher has no speed, lots of strength through the roof, and surprisingly, he's intelligent. That was never shown in any of the media. So we'll flip that panel up. We'll take his tail, which turns into, the bio says a sword. That's a club. That is not a sword. Place that in his fist. Skullcruncher also comes with this little white pistol that we will put in his other hand. And there you have Generation 1 Skullcruncher ready for battle. I love this robot mode. It does have some alligator kibble with the tail portions coming off the legs there, but he looks really good until you turn him around and he's got one heck of a backpack. But really, that doesn't look too bad compared to some of the other Headmaster figures. Articulation for this figure is his arms rotate up and down and he can bend at the elbow. Mine's super tight, so just trust me on that. For a size comparison, here is Generation 1 Skullcruncher. Again with Generation 1 Optimus Prime. And because everybody always asks for this, his modern counterpart, Titan's Return Skull Smasher. I do like Skullcruncher better than Skull Smasher. I guess they lost that name due to copyrights. Skullcruncher is one of my favorite Generation 1 Headmasters. I've always been a big fan of reptiles. His alt mode just hits the point. The collars are a little off-putting, but once you get used to them, they're not too bad. Hey man, it was the late 80s. So there you go, guys. 1987's Generation 1 Skullcruncher. So, does a Generation 1 Skullcruncher belong in your collection? Without a doubt. This is a great toy and a great example of the Headmaster gimmick that came out in the late 80s. He's a great looking robot. He's got a great looking alt mode. I really can't find any faults in this figure. Now, if you're going to hunt one down, keep in mind he is a Headmaster. You have a lot of parts to keep track of. Make sure he has his gun, his tail/sword, and the little Headmaster robot. And you have to make sure that Headmaster robot is not broke either. You can usually find the body fairly cheap, but everything else is going to cost you if you don't find this guy complete. And guys, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button and please subscribe. Don't forget to click on that bell icon to get notified when I have more uploads. I usually try to do 1 or 2 a week depending on my schedule. I also invite you to check out my series, The Sit Rep, where I sit down with another Transformer YouTuber and we just talk Transformers. And I hope I didn't offend anyone with my opening joke, and if I did, I don't care. This is Patriot Prime, signing out. Hooah! Hey, I really appreciate you guys stopping by my channel. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, check out some of my other videos that I've done on Generation 1 Transformers, Modern Era Transformers, and Toy Hacks Retro Label sets. Once again, this is Patriot Prime. Hooah!